How you folks all doing? Hero of None here with your Mundus Minute on September 11th, 2020. News, Lecture Merchant, and Golden Merchant stuff, all in a few minutes. So first up in the news, the Imperial City fight is still going on, and you're going to be able to get double Talvar and rewards inside Imperial City until Tuesday, September 15th at 10 a.m. Eastern. Make sure to turn in a quest every day after 2 a.m. Eastern to get 3 event tickets. And before the 15th, you want to turn in all your quests so you can get double rewards if you're banking those up. Also in PvP, there's been an update to the serial performance testing. The first set of tests are on right now with the shared global AoE cooldowns. We're just going to add a 3-second timer to after each AoE you use. And after that, there's going to be another test next week, I believe, which will be the individual AoE cooldown test for 3 seconds on each individual AoE instead of the global cooldown on that. Finally, in the news, the ESO Dark Heart of Skyrim year-end preview digital event is scheduled for September 19th at 3 p.m. Eastern on twitch.tv/Bethesda. This is where they're going to show us the new DLC, and it's labeled Markarth. Also, when you watch, you're going to have a chance at a free Purple Torch Bug pet just for watching the channel. Now, let's take a look at the Lecture Merchant and the Golden Merchant for this week. So first up on the Lecture Merchant here, as you can see, we have some more Dark Elf stuff, kind of funerary stuff. Oh, look kind of interesting. And on the Golden Merchant, for 150k, you have Ring of the Hissap, health, spell damage, health, and when you're hit with a disabling effect or mobilization or a snare, heal yourself for 2,000 health every 1 second for 5 seconds. This effect can be applied once every second, but cannot stack. I'd skip this one, to be honest. In addition to that, I believe this is a pretty easy set to get out of, I want to say Shadowfen. If you really want to try it out, I'd probably go there and get it. It'd be the light armor set. For also 150k, Smuggler's Ring, Magicka, Magic Recovery, Spell, and when you drink a potion, you get Major Expedition for 30 seconds, increasing your movement speed by 30%. Skip this one. I wouldn't bother with it. If you really wanted to get it, probably get it in purple or even blue. This 5-piece bonus here is easy enough to get, and I'm honestly, if you really want something that's giving you speed like this, I think that Vicious Ophidian, which is much easier to get given all the trials groups running these days, it would just give this every kill that you get. For 250k, Frozen Watcher's Ring, stamina, health, stamina, and summon a blizzard while blocking that inflicts a 1600 frost damage every 1 second to any enemies in 60 meters. Your blizzard has a 15% chance to inflict shield on enemy damaged. This is an interesting one. If you run a warden, you might want to get this, especially a tanky warden. And especially if you wanted to run something like Force Pulse or something like that, that would benefit from having that shield effect and making sure that shield effect is on. But do we need the gold version? Maybe not. You could always run Depths of Molitar and just get this in the purple. Oh, and last for 250, Treasure Hunter Ring, which gives you Magicka, spell critical, spell damage, and gain Major Prophecy at all times, increasing your spell critical. Interesting set. I think there's a lot of other sources for spell critical, which might make this less useful, but I see some folks running this, so if you have a build that can use it, maybe you want to pick it up for 250k. And for the helmets this week, we have Chokethorn, which is a good healer helmet to have, and Engine Guardian's Visage, which I think I see a lot of kind of PvXers using this a bit. If you run only PvP, I would recommend picking these up for the AP cost. But if you run any type of dungeons, those are pretty easy dungeons to run and easy to get those helmets. So maybe you want to do those instead. All right, I'm Hero of None. That's Mundus Minute. See y'all in Tamriel.